Oh wait, what are you doing?
We're live. How y'all doing?
Oh hey,
Good
We
to
live
see y'all.
already?
we
Yes.
ain't in the frame.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, get
wait.
in the frame. Get in the frame, okay? Welcome, guys. Welcome, 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 everybody to Story Time.
Story time. Story time.
Listen. Let me tell you, okay? Because I'm. Listen, we a little behind today because I had to give my auntie Linda. Y'all be seeing her on the chats. That's she. Get in here. Let me see.
I'm here. Y'all see me, right? Okay. Hello.
See, we gotta lean in there so we can see. So this is Auntie Linda. Y'all already know.
She's blessed.
Oh,
Facts.
that's true.
Facts. Being the Shabbat, she would listen. Go ahead and prophesy.
Okay.
All right. Blessed. Okay. Y'all already know I'm Bonnie G in the place to be.
Hey.
Oh, okay. I
It's
gotta
all right.
get on beat. Okay.
It's
Go
okay.
ahead.
It's all right. Anywhere the Ruach is, we all just want to be present.
Hello.
And then we all know this one over here is none other than Auntie Shelly on the beat.
Ba ba.
I know that part.
Listen, I tricked Auntie Shelly. She didn't know that Auntie Linda was coming. So I had her thinking a whole bunch of things. Yeah, Shalom, James. It's all on me because I was trying to get her to not know where we were going. Okay?
It was a mover.
It was. It didn't
Yeah, it
quite
was.
work out because she's a thinker. She didn't have to
Wasn't
figure it
Ezra
out.
Ezra Jr.
198
Ezra.
questions, okay? All right. So as you guys know, we like to read the book of Jubilees. So we're going to read 2 and 18 because it is the 6th day and tomorrow is our Sabbath. All right. So let's see. Jubilees 2 and 18, and it reads, "And he gave us a great sign, the Sabbath, that we should work 6 days, but guard the Sabbath on the 7th day from all work. And all the angels of the presence and all the angels of sanctification, these 2 great classes he has bidden us to guard the Sabbath with him in heaven and on earth. And he said unto us, Behold, I will separate unto myself a people from amongst all the peoples, and these shall guard the Sabbath. And I will sanctify them unto myself as my people, and will bless them as I have sanctified the Sabbath, and do sanctify it unto myself. Even so will I bless them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their Elohim. And I have chosen the seed of Jacob from amongst all that I have seen, and have written him down as my firstborn son, and have sanctified him unto myself ever and ever. And I will teach them the Sabbath, that they may guard the Sabbath thereon from all work. And thus he created therein a sign in accordance with which they should guard the Sabbath with us on the 7th day, to eat and to drink, and to bless him who has created all things as he has blessed and sanctified unto himself a peculiar people above all peoples, and that they should, it's your choice, do what you want, should guard the Sabbath together with us. Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
You should do it.
You should do it.
If I were you, I'd do it.
But hey, you
And
know,
I'm me, so I'm gonna
he
do
ain't
it.
gonna make it. Okay,
But don't hinder me.
we gonna guard it. Okay. All right, y'all. As y'all know, sorry, y'all.
Is this the real Bonnie or AI version?
No. As y'all know that, y'all, I'm sorry, because we were starting a little late, so a lot of people have questions like, story time in.
Oh.
So I have to answer like we all. All right, so you guys know we are in the 4th book of Ezra.
We love it.
But you're not going to find the book of Ezra in your regular 66. This one, you actually have to go to Sefer.net to get you a Sefer. And listen, if your Bible don't look like this.
You know what? You ain't got to be embarrassing people.
Okay. But you ain't listen. I don't want to open. Okay, I want my Bible to look like that. Okay. Tried and true. Okay, that alone will get you in it.
Oh,
that alone will get you sipping that 4th cup of acceptance. Okay,
I'm sure you've been wrestling with it.
That's it. Most High smile at that Bible. He said, "Oh, she used that." I want my Bible to look like that if I don't give it away.
Right, exactly. Yours
could-
probably would
Could
if you
look
didn't
like
give
that.
it away.
I always give.
Who would you give yours away? Oh,
To
that's,
whoever ain't got a
that's
seat.
not
Yeah.
that's not my business.
All right, no, it's all right. But like I was saying, you ain't gonna find it in the regular 66. You got to go to Sefer.net to actually purchase your Sefer Bible. But listen, don't do that thing full price. There's a whole discount for you. Remember, the O in story is actually a 0, and the E in the word time is actually a 3 as a reminder to going back to the covenant, okay? That we are to guard. Hallelujah.
Guard it.
Guard it. All right. With that being said, we're gonna go.
Okay.
We're in chapter
10.
Okay.
and I'll be using my Sefer app, $21.99.
That's right, because we on the pregnant lady.
We show is.
Remember? Pregnant lady.
Yeah. Remember, he had to go into the field and eat nothing but herbs and flowers and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
And then when he
7
came out, he
days.
saw the pregnant lady.
She was crying about the one son.
Right.
Yep. And he said, we got a whole bunch of people dying, and you get worried about one son, but that's her son.
Well, listen, that's the whole recap. Come on, give us a recap. Shalom, family.
That's it.
Oh.
Look, I'm trying to hear the rest of it.
Okay. Auntie cousin said, "Hey, Lin."
Hey, she.
Oh, y'all got cute little names. All right.
Mhm.
What verse?
I'll
I'll start over, okay. All right. So I'm going from chapter 10,
yeah, that'd be
and
best.
we're gonna start from there, okay?
Yeah.
And it came to pass that when my son was entered in, so she's talking about how her son, she raised her son. He was getting married, and when he entered into the wedding chamber, okay, this is when he died.
Yeah, and she had been trying to have a child for a
Yes.
long time.
And they
Yeah. And she
long time,
finally had
30s
one.
or something, 40s
Yeah.
or something.
Yes,
All right.
finally had one.
And it came to pass that when my son was entered into his wedding chamber, he fell down and died. Then we all overthrew the lights, and all my neighbors rose up to comfort me. So I took my rest until the second day at night. And it came to pass when they had all left off to comfort me, to the end I might be quiet. Then rose I up by night and fled and came hither into this field, as you see. And I do now purpose not to return into the city, but here to stay, and neither to eat nor drink, but continually to mourn and to fast until I die. And then left I the meditation wherein I was and spoke to her in anger. So he was like, I'm about to dip out of this meditation because she making me mad.
Mm-hmm.
You foolish woman above all other, see you not our mourning and what happening to us? So he's like, you don't know what state we in and what's going on? Mm-hmm. How that Zion, our mother, is full of all heaviness and much humbled, mourning very sore. And now, seeing we all mourn and are sad, but we are all in heaviness, are you grieved for one son? Ooh, that was rough.
Especially since she ain't a priest.
Right.
She don't know what's going on over there at the temple.
She just knows she lost her son.
She lost her son, and she has every right to cry for him. Yes.
And mourn.
Because he died on the wedding night.
So now she can't even have no grandbabies.
No.
Right.
Because that was the only child.
Mm-hmm.
For ask the earth, and she should tell you, that it is she which ought to mourn for the fall of so many that grow upon her. For out of her came all at the first, and out of her shall all others come. And behold, they walk almost all into destruction, and a multitude of them is utterly rooted out. Who then should make more mourning than she, that has lost so great a multitude, and not you, which are sorry, but for one?
I just kind of got that.
He
said, talk to the earth, because really we come from the earth.
Yes, we do.
He's saying she done lost everybody.
Oh, wow. She showed,
She lost everybody. Because we all came from her. And we're supposed to go back to her.
See, I was thinking Eve until you said that.
But we all come from the dirt.
That's right. And she done lost a whole bunch of folks.
Everybody, the world.
Wow, y'all. I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking, ooh, bro, like, can you choose different words? You a little harsh.
Straight shooter.
No chaser, you know? Not
right.
chase anything.
Right.
All right. Ooh, we. Verse 12. But if you say unto me, my lamentation is not like the earth. Yes, it's not like the earth, because I have lost the fruit of my womb, which I brought forth with pains and bore with sorrow. But the earth not so, for the multitude present in it, according to the course of the earth is gone as it came. Then say I unto you, like as you have brought forth with labor, even so the earth also has given her fruit, namely man, even since the beginning unto him that made her. Now therefore keep your sorrow to yourself.
He is Lord.
You know what he said? He was angry.
He really is angry.
Look, Ezra.
I think he kind of like, no, you pissed.
Okay?
you hot.
Yeah. And this a Hebrew woman you talking to. You skating on thin ice, dude. Don't get hit with the skillet and the grits.
Stuff stuck to you. Ooh-wee. Now therefore keep your sorrow to yourself, and bear with a good courage that which have befallen you. If you shall acknowledge the determination of Elohim to be just, you shall both receive your son in time, and shall be commended among women. Go your way then into the city to your man. And she said unto me, that will I not do. I will not go into the city, but here I will die. Oh, that's the Hebrew lady. What she said, that ain't.
We got that.
So I proceeded to speak further unto her and said, do not so, but be counseled by me. For how many are the adversaries of Zion? Be comforted in regards of the sorrow of Jerusalem. For you see that our sanctuary is laid waste, our altar broken down, our temple destroyed. Our psaltery is laid on the ground, our song is put to silence. Our rejoicing is at an end. The light of our menorah is pulled out. The ark of our covenant is spoiled. Our holy things are defiled, and the name that is called upon us is almost profaned. Our children are put to shame. Our priests are burnt. Our Levites are gone into captivity. Our virgins are defiled, and our women ravished. Our righteous men carried away. Our little ones, our young men are brought into bondage, and our strong men are become weak. And which is the greatest of all? The seal of Zion, how now lost her honor, for she is delivered into the hands of them that hate us. And therefore shake off your great heaviness and put away the multitude of sorrows, that all may be merciful unto you again. And Alion shall give you rest and ease from your labor. And it came to pass while I was talking with her, behold, her face upon a sudden shine exceedingly, and her countenance glistened, so that I was afraid of her, and mused what it might be.
I want to see.
And behold, suddenly she made a great cry, very fearful, so that the earth shook at the noise of the woman. And I looked, and behold, the woman appeared unto me no more. But there was a city built, and a large place showed itself from the foundation. Then was I afraid, and cried with a loud voice and said,
I knew it was going to be something that was with this lady.
Me too.
I mean, we said all kind of stuff yesterday. It was like something.
Yep, like Hermes. Wow. And with a loud voice and said, where is Uriel, the angel, who came unto me at first? For he has caused me to fall into many transits. and my end is turned into corruption, and my prayer to rebuke.
Oh, you want Uriel now? Like I need him next. He got some explaining to
What the
do.
first one that you said? I don't know what this one was, but the first one, give me that first one. I'm used to him.
Right.
Yeah.
He had a relationship.
Right, because I don't know what's going on right now. Like,
And that cry, and she disappeared. What is
and I
it?
see this
And it
city.
shook the ground.
Yeah,
In the city
and the
appeared
city appeared.
at this point.
Look, and I was rude.
Real rude, okay? Hecka rude. He said, forget your feelings. Verse 32. And I said, because you have forsaken me, and yet I did according to your words. And I went into the field, and lo, I have seen and yet see that I am not able to express. And he said unto me, stand up manfully, and I will advise you. Like,
Man up.
Stop crying.
Man up. Yeah, right. Exactly. Man up.
Man up. Don't
Come
stand
to
up
me
before
like
me.
some little kid crying. She gave me this.
Don't be coming to me all weak in the knees, dude.
But she disappeared.
Fix yourself. All right, verse 35. For then said I, speak on, my Adonai, in me, only forsake me not, lest I die frustrate of hope. For I have seen that I knew not, and hear that I do not know. Or is my sense deceived, or my soul in a dream? Now therefore I beseech you that you will show your servant of this vision. He answered me then and said, hear me, and I shall inform you and tell you wherefore you are afraid. For all yon will reveal many secret things unto you. He has seen that your way is right, for that you sorrow continually for your people and make great lamentation. That's what the woman represented him.
Yes.
She cried over the one, and he cried over the people.
Yeah.
And remember, Yahweh said,
It's
you getting ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
You crying over something that you ain't created more than me.
More than me, yeah.
The woman represented him. And he was telling the woman, he was checking the woman left and right.
Didn't
Not
know
really
he was checking
himself. I could be wrong though, but that's just me.
Sound like a good one though. We'll see.
We'll see. Anybody else have some guesses? All right, we're
40.
Okay. This therefore is the meaning of the vision which you lately saw. You saw a woman mourning, and you began to comfort her.
Did it?
We need a definition of comfort.
Yeah.
Because don't nobody need to comfort me that way.
Well, maybe it was counsel. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
Listen, I don't want to be comforted like that. All right. But now see you the likeness of the woman no more. But there appeared unto you a city built. And whereas she told you of the death of her son, this is the solution. This woman who you saw is Zion. And whereas she said unto you, even she whom you see as a city built. Whereas I say, she said unto you that she has been 30 years barren. Those are the 30 years wherein there was no offering made in her. Because there was no temple.
Yep.
Wow, I think I was a little off when I was talking about it.
I was still pretty close.
Let's
Go
see.
ahead.
Verse 47. And 46. Just checking. Y'all own it. Verse 46. But after 30 years, Shalomah built the city and offered offerings, and then bore the barren a son. And whereas she told you that she nourished him with labor, that was the dwelling in Jerusalem. But whereas she said unto you that my son coming into his marriage, that was us going after other gods.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to read.
Oh, you're right. It's a gift. I shouldn't have been a reader tonight. 48. But whereas she said unto you that my son coming into his marriage chamber happened to have a fall and die, this was the destruction that came to Jerusalem.
Wow.
Jerusalem. And behold, you saw her likeness, and because she mourned for her son, you began to comfort her. And of these things which have chanced, these are to be open unto you. For now Al-Alyan sees that you are grieved unfeignedly, and suffer from your whole heart for her. So has he showed you the brightness of her glory and the comeliness of her beauty. And therefore I bade you remain in the field where no house was built. For I knew that Al-Alyan would show this unto you. Therefore I commanded you to go into the field where no foundation of any building was. For in the place where Al-Alyan begins to show his city, there can no man's building be able to stand. And therefore fear not, let not your heart be frightened, but go your way and see the beauty and greatness of the building, as much as your eyes be able to see. And then you shall hear as much as your ears may comprehend. For you are blessed above many others, and are called with Al-Alyan, and so are but few. But tomorrow at night you shall remain here, and so shall Al-Alyan show you visions of the high things which Al-Alyan will do unto them that dwell upon the earth in the last days. So I slept that night, and another like as he commanded me.
Wait, is he about to tell him you finna walk through the city?
Yeah.
Oh,
and you better see how much
Oh.
however much your eyes are able to see and grasp, you're gonna whatever you hear is gonna be as much as your ears are able to comprehend.
Because you finna see the new the renewed. The one that comes down. She said that's why I needed you in a place where there was no building.
Yep.
Because remember it's coming down. Remember the New Jerusalem or the renewed is coming down because he got it up here.
Wow.
Just waiting because remember it's built already.
Ooh.
I'm for this tour.
Me too. Listen, how am I
don't know about the comfort thing, but okay, if you say that was comfort back in the day, listen. Woman, stop crying, you hollering.
I don't know.
He checked her heart though.
But if that's what you say, you know, maybe
that speaks to the harshness that we had to deal with.
You want to bring it back?
No.
Oh. I don't want to be that hard.
I'm going to let it go.
All right, chapter 11, y'all. Let's get into it. Then saw I a dream, and behold, there came up from the sea an eagle, which had 12 feathered wings and 3 heads. And I saw, and behold, she spread her wings over all the earth, and all the winds of the air blew on her, and were gathered together. And I beheld, and out of her feathers there grew other contrary feathers, and they became little feathers, small. But her head were at rest. The head in the midst was greater than the other, yet rested it with the remnant. Moreover, I beheld, and lo, the eagle flew with her feathers, and rained upon the earth, and over them that dwelt therein. And I saw that all things under heaven were subject unto her, and no man spoke against her, no, not one creature upon the earth. And I beheld, and lo, the eagle rose upon her talons, and spoke to her feathers, saying, watch not all at once, sleep everyone in his own place, and watch by course. But let the heads be preserved for last. And I beheld, and lo, the voice went not out of her heads, but from the midst of her body. And I numbered her contrary feathers, and behold, there were 8 of them. And I looked, and behold, on the right side there was 1 feather, and reigned over all the earth. And so it was that when it rained, the end of it came, and the place thereof appeared no more. So the next following stood up and reigned, and had a great time. And it happened that when it rained, the end of it came also, like as the first, so that appeared no more. Then there a voice unto it, and said, Hear you that have borne rule over the earth so long. This I say unto you, before you begin to appear no more. There shall none after you attain unto your time, neither unto the half thereof. Then arose the third, and reigned as the other before, and appeared no more also. So went it with all the remnant, one after another, as that everyone reigned, and then appeared no more. Then I beheld, and lo, in process of time, the feathers that followed stood up upon the right side, that they might rule also. And some of them ruled, but within a while they appeared no more. For some of them were set up, but ruled not. After this I looked, and behold, the 12 feather appeared no more, nor the 2 little feathers. And there was no more upon the eagle's body, but 3 heads that rested, and 6 little wings. Then saw I also that 2 little feathers divided themselves from the 6, and remained under the head that was upon the right side, for the 4 continued in their place. And I beheld, and lo, the feathers that were under the wing thought to set up themselves and to have rule. And I beheld, there was one set up, but shortly it appeared no more. And the second was sooner away than the first. And I beheld, and lo, the 2 that remained thought also in themselves to reign. And when they so thought, behold, there awakened one of the heads that were at rest, namely it that was in the midst, for that was greater than the 2 other heads. And then I saw that the 2 other heads were joined with it. And behold, the head was turned with them that were with it, and did eat up the 2 feathers under the wing that would have reigned. But this head put the whole earth in fear, and bore rule in it over all those that dwelt upon the earth with much oppression. And it had the governance of the world more than all the wings that have been. And after this I beheld, and lo, the head that were in the midst suddenly appeared no more, like as the wings. But there remained the 2 heads, which also in like sort upon the earth, and over those that dwelt therein. And I beheld, and lo, the head upon the right side devoured it that was upon the left side. Then I heard a voice which said unto me, we're going to have to stop reading tonight. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. We're going to continue to read. My bad. I played too much. Verse 36. Then I heard a voice, Shalom, Uncle Bird, which said unto me, look, behold you, and before you, look before you, and consider the thing that you see. And I beheld, and lo, as it were a roaring lion chased out of the wood. And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle, and said, Here, I will talk with you, and Al-Alyon shall say unto you, Are not you it that remained of the 4 living creatures, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them? And the 4th came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth, with much wicked oppression. And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit. For the earth have you not judged with truth. For you have afflicted the meek, You have hurt the peaceable. You have loved liars and destroyed the dwelling of them that brought forth fruit, and have cast down the walls of such as did you no harm. Therefore is your wrongdoing come up unto Al-Alyan, and your pride unto Al. Al-Alyan also has looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. And therefore appear no more, you eagle, nor your horrible wings, nor your wicked feathers, nor your malicious heads, nor your hurtful claws, nor all your vain body, that all the earth may be refreshed and may return, being delivered from your violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her.
So basically,
He was telling about the end times.
he was telling about the end times because that eagle is Rome.
And
Even
eagle
though
Rome.
in the
What's all our
United
money?
States of the eagle,
The
because
eagle's
we're
all our
under
money.
Rome, because
Yeah.
we're really under Rome.
Absolutely.
And it's talking about those. They're now beginning to devour each other.
Yep.
Well, we see that, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah, they're devouring each other. So they've been reigning,
Mhm.
and then we don't see them no more. But the eagle is still there,
Yes.
like when we said the left wing, right wing.
Right.
Yep, same
But
bird.
this is still the same bird.
The
This is
feathers
still
just
the same
changed.
bird. Yep.
Feathers
That
just-
had different. It was just different versions of this eagle throughout time.
Wow.
That has been reigning upon the earth, and people have been
Absolutely.
fearing them
Yep. Oppression.
Wow.
with the 3 heads. And I can't remember
Yeah, in my mind as I'm reading it, I'm trying to picture it.
because I remember Eric said it was judicial,
Yes.
money,
What
and
was that?
religion.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 3 heads.
Yeah. I remember
Okay.
that he said now we see that they're devouring one another
Yep.
because one's taking because Hasatan or Azazel wants full control.
Mhm.
I
He don't
want to
a
be in
little
charge
bit.
of judicial, the money,
Everything.
and the spiritual. Well, not
Wow.
that's what you call it.
Yep. He want to be in charge.
That's
of
what he
everything.
sees. And then so the lion comes out and basically is scolding him.
Yep.
Because the lion is like, dude, I'm here.
Yep. We about to go.
Yep.
You ain't
Can't
ruling
run.
no more.
You ain't ruling.
You
We
ain't
out.
ruling no more. Judah's in town.
Ooh.
Yep, we out of this.
We're the ones who were meant to rule because they're
That's
ruling
it.
unrighteously.
Mhm.
That's right. Absolutely.
But one day,
Ooh,
and it ain't that far.
It's
Nope.
really not.
It's really not.
It's not.
It's like,
It's
y'all
not that
ready?
far.
Get
We got a few
ready.
stragglers. Come on, y'all.
I'm
Get
trying to get
ready.
this.
Because here
in this
I
camera.
come.
I'm in the camera.
You ain't.
You kind of sort
You kind of sort of. You gotta lean on here.
Lean back. I don't want to do that dance though.
You ain't
Yeah,
got
you
to
right.
know that.
Okay.
All right, chapter 12. Y'all like that cliffhanger though? That was pretty funny. All
I
right.
was like,
Gotta
wasn't
be
funny.
too soon. Like, we ain't been reading.
The way that the verse started, it made it sound like
Yeah, that was
was.
like that. I can't stop right
Timing
there.
is
I was going to
everything.
cheat. I ain't gonna lie. You stop right there. Sister was gonna be cheating.
We're not gonna cheat, y'all. We're gonna get back into it. Chapter 12, okay? And it came to pass while the lion spoke these words unto the eagle, I saw, and behold, the head that remained, and the 4 wings appeared no more. And the 2 went unto it, and set themselves up to reign, and their kingdom, little k, was small and full of uproar.
Hmm.
And I saw, and behold, they appeared no more, and the whole body of the eagle was burnt, so that the earth was in great fear. Then awakened I out of the trouble and trance of my mind, and from great fear I said unto my ruach, Lo, this have you done unto me, in that you search out the ways of Al-Alyan? Lo, yet am I weary in my mind, and very weak in my ruach, and little strength there in me, for the great fear wherewith I was afflicted this night. Therefore will I now beseech Al-Alyan, that he will comfort me unto the end. And I said, Yahweh Adonai, if I have found grace before your sight, and if I am justified with you before many others, and if my prayer indeed come up before your face, comfort me there. Show me your servant the interpretation and plain difference of this fearful vision, that you may perfectly comfort my soul. For you have judged me worthy to show me the last time.
Okay, wait. Wow. Okay. Maybe I should have just stopped when you told me.
It was like, it's all of this in me.
I didn't need to see it.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe I didn't need to see it because now I'm scared.
I'm like, all this is in me. Is this in my spirit? Like, am I? He checking himself.
Me showing him the entire. You wanted to see it.
You showed.
You kept asking.
You kept asking. You did the fasting and everything. You ate the flowers.
You showed it. You wanted to see it.
Now he got to be comforted all over again.
Yeah, you want what you gave that lady comfort.
Bit off a little more than he could chew.
That's why I be like,
isn't that what we do?
Yeah, that's why I said be careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
Because don't fool yourself, especially if you're going to pray and fast. You finna see something. You finna see something.
Come on. And you're righteous. You definitely got to see
something. And look, you.
What verse am I on?
10.
Okay, verse 10. And he said unto me, this is the interpretation of the vision. The eagle whom you saw come up from the sea is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of brother Daniel. You knew that?
No.
Oh.
But it's coming. I know visions. Right.
Oh.
The beast from the sea. It's the statue, and he saw the beast from the sea rising up.
Oh,
Daniel saw a bunch of stuff that you need Daniel to understand Revelation.
Got you.
You put them both together.
So when he was talking in the first trance about the eagle and the three, I was thinking Daniel, but I was thinking the statue, like the rulership.
But you can think that too, because it all goes together. But right now you're talking about the beast that came up from the sea. It's the same one Daniel saw. It's the same one Daniel saw. Because the statue was at a different time.
Okay.
Yeah, the statue was further, but it's still the same thing. But it was given an overall rule. Like first it's gonna be you, then once you're done, the Medes and the Persians gonna take over, and then you, and then it talked about Rome. But Rome's gonna be knocked down, but then it's gonna be revived again. Yeah.
And this is why we have our story time. I'll read verse 11 again. The eagle whom you saw come up from the sea is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of your brother Daniel.
Times.
Oh, here we go. Oh my.
Verse 13. Behold, the days will come that there shall rise up a kingdom upon the earth, and it shall be feared above all the shall begin to this do the 12 wings signify which you saw. As for the voice which you heard speak, and that you saw not to go out from the heads felling, not then fall, but shall be restored again to his beginning.
That's the wrong. That's not
Oh. And whereas you saw the 8 small under feathers sticking to her wings, this is the interpretation, that in him there shall arise 8 kings, whose time shall be but small, and their years swift. And 2 of them shall perish, the middle time approaching, 4 shall be kept until their end begin to approach, but 2 shall be kept unto the end. And whereas you saw 3 heads resting, this is the interpretation. In the last days shall Al-Alyan rise up 3 kingdoms, and renew many things therein, and they shall have the dominion of the earth. And of those that dwell therein with much oppression, above all those that were before them, Therefore are they called the heads of the eagles. For these are they who die upon his bed, and yet with pain. For the two that remain shall be slain with the sword. For the sword of the one shall devour the other, but at the last shall he fall through the sword himself. And whereas you saw two feathers under the wings passing over the head that is on the right side, it signifies that these are they whom Al-Alyan has kept unto their end. This is the small kingdom and full of trouble, as you saw. And the lion whom you saw rising up out of the wood and roaring and speaking to the eagle and rebuking her for her unrighteousness with all the words which you have heard, this is the anointed which Al-Alyan has kept for them and for their wickedness unto the end. He shall reprove them and shall upbraid them with their cruelty. For he shall set them before him alive in judgment, and shall rebuke them and correct them. For the rest of my people shall he deliver with mercy those that have been pressed upon my borders, and he shall make them joyful unto to know this secret of Al-Alyan. Therefore write all these things that you have seen in a sefer and hide them. Wow. And teach them to the wise of the people, whose heart you know may comprehend and keep these secrets. But wait here, therefore, yet 7 days more, that it may be shown you whatsoever it pleases Al-Alyan to declare unto you. And with that, he went his way.
He is basically telling him, we're living at the what he was talking about kind of at the end of this. I'm going to raise up a people that are going to those people that are in command are going to tell them you are wrong for doing what you're doing. Look what you've done to the people. Look what you, and that's what we're starting to do right now. That's why the government is getting antsy. The government, the financial sector, and the whore Babylon. Because remember, they gonna turn on the whore Babylon first. In Revelation 10, they turned on the whore Babylon. They turned and killed her. She the first one to go. She the first one they gonna take over. And you see they shooting everybody with all these chips. They're losing their God gene. Remember, nobody. It's just us remnant who gonna be left like John the Baptist told Herod. You killed your brother and married his wife.
You're wrong.
You wrong. So we gonna be telling them you wrong. So of course they don't want us around, but he said they gonna be there.
Verse 40. And it came to pass when all the people saw that the 7 days were past, and I did not come again into the city, they gathered them all together from the least unto the greatest, and came unto me and said, What have we offended you? And what evil have we done against you that you forsake us and sit here in this place? For of all the prophets, you only are left us as a cluster of the vintage, and as a candle in a dark place, and as a haven or a ship preserved from the tempest. Are not the evils which are come to us sufficient? If you shall forsake us, how much better had it been for us if we also been burned in the midst of Zion? For we are not better than they that died there. And they wept with a loud voice. Then answered I them and said, Be of good comfort, O Israel, and be not heavy, you house of Jacob. For Al-Alyan will allow me to continue to redo this on Monday if they keep playing with our stuff. We can redo this whole thing if they're playing with our stuff. Okay.
They playing with us.
The audio. redo this and we can
we
revisit
struck a
this Monday
nerve. We struck a nerve.
on the
Don't
second.
have no more legs.
Because notice how these people look, you are a prophet. We need you in the
Mhm.
city. That so they want
Yes.
Yahuwah. It ain't like they trying to do this on their own.
Right.
We need
Yeah, we
Yahuwah
need
to
to keep
speak to
us.
us.
Yeah.
And it has to come through you. So we need you home.
Yeah.
Don't be leaving us.
Don't believe
Been
it.
gone too long.
You said 7 days, because remember he did tell them 7 days.
Yes,
at
he
first.
did. But then he didn't know
He
that
didn't
Yahweh
know.
was going to
7
send him
more.
7 more.
So that's why he had to tell them, don't worry about
Don't
it.
worry.
Who is speaking?
You're good.
To get a word.
Mhm.
I'm here getting a word to give to you.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But they needed to know that because our
Yeah,
prophet
but
is
I'm
gone.
starting to get
Mhm.
We
itchy.
trying to act right and our prophet is
And
gone.
you be like, our history, we go and build a
Soon
book.
Yeah,
Don't
you know.
play with us.
Don't
Ezra.
play.
Don't play with us.
Don't
You
play
know
with
us.
us. Don't act like you don't know us. Ooh.
Well, with that being said, y'all,
That was great.
Shabbat
Let me-
Shalom.
What was I saying? What's wrong? Let me look.
Dad went on to say they messing with the sound. They're freezing
Oh
you guys.
yeah, because look, usually people.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Shabbat Shalom.
Hey, we
Ranky.
can do this over.
We can do this over. That's totally fine.
And y'all said tomorrow, but you really meant
Second day.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, everybody catch on to the days.
Day 2. We're gonna stop giving these homages, to these different deities.
Moon day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, to each his own.
YouTube is mad at us.
Right, because we keep referring to the days as numbers.
Yeah, and
1, 2, 3, 4,
It
5, 6,
confuses
Shabbat.
them. They can't count.
And we done brought out eagle. We know it's wrong.
And we
got
still
an
under
Uncle
run.
named Keith.
And we still under Rome.
We still under Rome.
Now you know what we know.
Yeah.
Mhm. Now what you gonna do with it?
And you know you have power.
That's right. Well, y'all, we got a whole women's meeting to get to, so we will see you guys on the second day at 6 p.m. For
Or
some
tomorrow
of
in Shabbat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
I was
right.
just about to say that. Some of you will see you tomorrow. But like Rangi, if you want, you can hop on the cryofjudah.org and choose a Sabbath teaching, because they all good.
Yeah.
They all good. All right. With that being said, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I'm in the middle, so I can't turn it off.
I thought the one in the middle was the one to turn it off.
She be messing with Michelle.